The rain was already falling by the time I woke up, droplets tapping against the old windows like unwelcome visitors. Thunder rolled deep and distant, making my skin prickle. I shook Grandpa's shoulder gently. "Grandpa," I whispered. "It's raining." His eyes snapped open, and in an instant I saw that familiar panic grip him. No groggy wake up, no slow recognition, just immediate fear. He grabbed my wrist tighter than usual, and hauled himself up off the couch. His grip hurt, but I didn't say anything. Upstairs, now, his voice was strained, almost a growl. We stumbled toward the stairs. The house felt heavy with silence, except for the rain hammering against the roof. The storm was picking up fast, just like every other time. We didn't question it anymore. When it rained, we hid. We made it halfway up the stairs when Grandpa froze. "Grandpa!" I whispered, breath hitching. He stared down into the shadowy living room, every muscle in his body tense. I followed his gaze, but all I saw was darkness until a flash of lightning revealed it. Something stood at the bottom of the stairs. It was a figure now, not quite human, thin and twisted, its limbs bent unnaturally. Its skin looked charred and cracked, dark as burnt wood. Wet hair clung in tangled clumps to its face, hanging down past its shoulders. One of its arms dangled limply by its side, while the other cradled something close to its chest. I grabbed Grandpa's arm, heart thudding. "Grandpa, we need to go." But he didn't move. His breath was ragged, his eyes fixed on the thing below. Then the noise began, a low, broken chirp, like a cicada trying to buzz through a shattered throat. The sound made my insides twist with dread. Another flash of lightning, and the figure was closer. It was halfway up the stairs now, staring at us with eyes that weren't really eyes, just hollow black pits where they should have been. I could finally make out what it was holding, a small, blackened mass. A baby, or what was left of one. Its mouth hung open in a silent, toothless wail, and the awful chirping came from deep inside its throat. Grandpa's hand trembled in mine. He was sweating, the man who had fought in wars, brought to his knees by this thing. Lightning cracked again, illuminating the stairwell in a harsh white flash. The figure was just a few steps away now. I tugged on Grandpa's arm with all my strength, but he was rooted in place, staring at the burnt woman and the creature in her arms. "Grandpa, please," I cried. The rain pounded harder, and the sound of the chirping mixed with distant screams, voices of the dead, carried by the storm. The lights in the house flickered, buzzing like they were on the verge of going out completely. In the strobing light, the woman's scorched face twisted into something between a grin and a grimace, as if mocking us. Then I saw those charred lips moved ever so slightly. She whispered something I couldn't hear, but Grandpa must have understood because his legs gave out beneath him. He collapsed onto the steps, defeated. "No," he muttered. "No, not yet." I tried to pull him up, tears streaming down my face, but he let go of my hand. I screamed at him, begged him to come with me, but he just stared at the figure as if accepting his fate. The woman took another step closer. The baby, or whatever it was, let out one last broken chirp. And then the lights went out completely. The darkness swallowed us whole, and all I could hear was the relentless downpour, Grandpa's ragged breathing, and the sound of something wet dragging up the stairs toward us. This wasn't the end of the story. It was the beginning.